What's up, everybody? Rob Vico here with episode 67 of Rob Help My Marketing Sucks. Today's episode, we're going to talk about 7 kick-ass headline formulas. I'm also going to show you a case study that brought in $1.5 million. And I got my WTF Marketing Moment of the week. So let me give a second here for some people to log on, and let me get the live stream up here on my laptop so I can try to interact and not lose my place like I usually do. Oh, wrong. What did I do here? Okay, escape. All right, so we got a few people on already. If everybody can hear me and everything's fine and I'm not coming in upside down or sideways and the volume is right, if you can give me a like, give me a little comment, let me know we're good. And we're going to kick it off. Hi, Brenda. I actually get to see who's joining. I'm not usually looking at the laptop. All right, let me switch over to my slides and let's get this episode kicking. So, my name is Rob Vico. I'm the founder and CEO of Outrageous Promotions. We help small businesses create outrageous promotions that are outrageously effective. And I've been saying that for like 67 episodes now. And I still got people reaching out to me, asking me exactly what does Outrageous Promotions do. So I realized that in my effort to not make this show a sales pitch, to just deliver content and give you guys value, I never really talk about what Outrageous Promotions does or what exactly are the campaigns that we create or the promotional items that we sell. But I posted last week a case study for the Aspen Hills Tennis Club, and it got such a great response that I think I'm going to do a quick little case study before we kick off every episode, just to give you guys some ideas that you can swipe for your own business to create outrageous promotions that are outrageously effective for yourself. So let me kick it off with the case study that I showcased the other day on my Facebook page that got such great response rate. So this is for the Aspen Hills Tennis Club. I'm going to give you a little bit of info on what they used to do, and then I'm going to show you what the results they got with a campaign like this, with an outrageous promotion. So the Aspen Hills Tennis Club, their budget was $5,000, and they would typically send out brochures to everybody within a 50-mile radius of their country club, tennis club, and that would typically generate 2 new members. Membership in the club is $3,000 a year. So 2 new members divided by the $5,000 they invested was $2,500. So an ROI of $500 per member. So not a very big ROI, but at least they're getting an ROI. It's not like they're putting it out there and losing money. So at least they're making money and they're bringing in new members. And then they're also smart to understand that they have to factor in the lifetime value of a member. So they know that the lifetime value of a member is 7 years. They know that once a member signs up, on average, they'll stay for 7 years. So they look at it as $21,000 in total revenue with the lifetime value times 2 is $42,000. So not a bad ROI when you factor in the lifetime value of the members. But now, the Aspen Hills Tennis Club came across someone like me. That, full disclaimer, I did not create this campaign, but I can help you recreate it for your business. So they came across someone like me who helps small businesses create outrageous promotions that are outrageously effective, and here's what they came up with. The first thing they did was say, okay, we're not going to just mass mail to everybody within 50 miles of the club. We need to kind of get a targeted list. So they set up some specifics, which were male or female, within 50 miles of the tennis club as well, with making $100,000 or more and enjoy tennis. Okay, so they were able to get a list of 300 people within the 50-mile radius that met those requirements or those specifics. So now their list, they have a very targeted list. Now we can get our message in front of qualified prospects as opposed to just randomly shooting out a message and hoping that somebody responds. Then they take it and they package this in a way that would be outrageous, in a way that would get attention, that it would stand out. And what they did was they created this box, and inside the box they put a tennis ball and they put a personalized membership card, and they're inviting these people to come try the club for a week, absolutely free of charge. And then they put the balls in your court, and they had the follow-up sequence. So this campaign, very targeted, getting this message, this outrageously effective message in front of 300 targeted qualified prospects, along with having an irresistible offer. Okay, an irresistible offer is a week to try this club out. Before, they didn't have that. It was just a straight up brochure, interested in joining. Now they're giving people an irresistible offer. 1 free week at the club. Come try it out free of charge. Guess what happened to this campaign? All right, you ready for this? 75 new members they got. Previous campaigns used to get 2. This campaign generated 75 new members, okay? I don't know what you guys are thinking, but that's some fucking amazing response rate to that. 75 new members. And the box costs $13 each to produce and mail. When you multiply that times 300 people, that's $3,900. So they came in under the $5,000 budget and got 75 new members. Now, when we look at that amount, just on the front end, we're talking about $225,000 in front end revenue versus $21,000 from the previous campaign that only generated 2 members. And then when we look at the lifetime value of 75 members at $3,000 a year for 7 years, that's $1,575,000. So I ask you this. Is that not something you could do for your business? Is that not something that's not very difficult to do? That you can do for your business to take the existing marketing budget that you have, like they took that existing $5,000 and used $3,900 of it in a much better way, in a much more effective way. So that is what we do here at Outrageous Promotions. And again, I didn't create that campaign, but I can help you recreate that campaign. If you like the results of that, give me a comment. Let me know what you think of that kind of campaign, what you think of these kind of, not your traditional mailing where you're just mailing someone a brochure, but you're doing a more of an outrageous promotion that's going to get you outrageous results. All right. So that's my case study for today. Next Monday, I'll bring you another case study, and I'm going to try to bring one to you guys every Monday to give you ideas that you could swipe and implement for your business. All right. I'm also the leader of the Facebook group, Kickass Marketing for Brick and Mortar Business Owners, and that's where I share information like these case studies. That's my group. That's where I get into a lot more detail on these things. I'll see if Christy can post up a link to the group so you can join it. The group used to be public, but as of last night, I changed it to private. So if you want to check out the group, you'll need to send in a request and join the group and see what we got going on. Now let's kick off into the 7 kick-ass headline formulas. But before we do that, we got the big-ass thank you of the week. And the big-ass thank you of the week this week goes out to Luis Alvarado. I done messed that up. I didn't realize that I didn't make the slide. But Luis Alvarado runs the Digital Entrepreneur Accelerator group. I had the opportunity of meeting this young man. I think he's 24 years old. Was it last week, Christy, or the week before that he was in Miami, and I got to meet with him. And we had a great time. I had a great time sharing some of my wisdom and experiences in 19 years as a business owner. And I'm giving him the big-ass thank you of the week because he, not only did we connect, but he referred someone to me on Saturday. So I thank you, Luis, for your referral. I thank you for the opportunity to connect with you and learn how you millennials are running your digital empires. So the big ass thank you of the week goes out to Luis. And I'm sorry that I didn't put up your picture here and everything else, but I'll put a link to Luis's group in the comments. So if you guys want to check out his Digital Entrepreneur Accelerator group, you can jump into that. Now, I want to talk today about these 7 kick-ass headline formulas. I got on a call the other day with Nick Snap. And, it was funny because in talking to him, he says, oh, man, you've been doing this for a long time. And he says, you've been doing marketing when it used to be hard. I said, yes, I've been doing it since it used to be hard. Digital and social media has made marketing a whole lot easier. I actually admitted to him that I used to be somewhat of a spammer when I first started my business in 2000. And it wasn't the kind of spamming you're thinking of. When I started my business in 2000, there was no email spamming. We used to fax blast. We used to buy lists of fax numbers that met our criteria, and we used to fax blast everybody. So I was a fax spammer. Marketing has gotten not necessarily easier, but the speed in which you can get your message out to people and the numbers of people you can get your message in front of has gotten much bigger and much quicker and much easier to do. But I see a lot of people jumping into all the new shiny objects and all the new technology platforms, and they're missing out marketing 101. They're missing out the foundation, the basics. And one of the basics of direct response marketing is you have to have a headline. A headline is the message that compels your prospect to read it. It's what tells your prospect, hey, this is for me. I should read this. And headlines should be on your sales pages, on your sales copy, on your website, on your blog post, your social media post. your emails, your subject line is your headline. No, Johnny, I didn't forget about you, buddy. What was I saying? This is why I can't monitor the comments. Headlines. You got to have the headline, that compelling message that tells your prospect, hey, there's a benefit in reading this. This is for you. So I want to go over some quick, simple, fill-in-the-blank headline formulas that any amateur marketer or any experienced marketer can use and tap into this resource, okay? I got 7 of them. So the first one is the result benefit focus headline. And the way this headline works is how to get insert result quickly without risk. And I have examples because I know those templates are hard to understand when there's not examples. So this is an example of how you would fill in these blanks. How to get the result out of debt quickly in 90 days or less without risk with this simple guaranteed system. So how to get out of debt in 90 days or less with this simple guaranteed system. Right? You can plug this in for just about any type of business. That's why I use this one first. Okay? For me, it might be how to get more prospects in 30 days or less without being a marketing and advertising victim. Okay? And that would be using an outrageous campaign like the one I showed you before. All right? And if you guys want to chime in and usually when I post this type of content in other groups, I like it because I'll have people that'll show their headlines. They'll be like, oh, look, I use this one. So if you want to write up a headline and you want to share it with the group and get some feedback from me and the others watching, please drop your headline in the comments as you fill in the blanks and you follow the templates. All right, let's jump on to the next one. This is the pain focus headline, okay? How to eliminate a specific pain without more pain. Here's an example. How to lose 33 pounds of fat without tortured diets or hard exercise. Okay? That might also be how to gain muscle mass without feeling sore every day. I'm just trying to make some other examples up. Again, if you're in a particular industry and you can't figure something out, drop a comment. Let me know what industry you're in, what you do, and we'll try to use your industry, your business as an example and kind of fill out one of these templates for you. So that's the pain focus headline. You want to focus on the pain they're experiencing and how you can eliminate that pain without them experiencing more pain. Then we have the situation focus headline, all right? If specific emotional hot button situation is happening, then worst fear might be true. So you want to fill in the blanks with a specific emotional hot button and what that worst fear may be. So in the example is, if you have experienced lower back pain while sitting, then you may need surgery. Okay, that's the worst fear. Right? So there's the pain of the back pain is the emotional specific hot button that they're in, and then the worst fear is that they might need the surgery. So you do that, painting the worst case scenario as a way to get them to take action now before they end up in that worst case scenario of having to get back surgery. Number 4 is our action focus headline. Our action focus headline is what to do if specific hot button situation. This is a very simple template. What to do if you notice your husband looking at other women. Christy, you want to answer that? I'll tell you guys a funny story because I can't control my ADHD and I like going in tangents and talking about completely random things while I do the show. So one year, about 10 years ago, we are in a family vacation and we're walking down the beach in Naples, and my brother-in-law is walking next to me and he sees some like gorgeous woman walking down the beach and he turns to me and he goes, hey, 11 o'clock. So I go and I glance over at 11 o'clock and my sister turns around and he goes, what the fuck are you guys talking about? It's like 3 in the afternoon. What are you saying 11 o'clock? So we got busted using the 11 o'clock call sign to check out the hottie over there. Lisette is asking about photography. Okay. What kind of photography are we talking about, Lisette? And what is either the benefit that someone wants from the photography or what is the pain that they're trying to avoid when hiring a photography? If you give me a little more info, we might be able to help you on the spot kind of fill in the blanks. I would imagine the benefit of photography is capturing those moments, capturing those memories. The pain of it might be the photographer that didn't catch the right moment or get the right feel or experience. I'm not sure. Give me a little more information and I'll be happy to help you try to come up with something. And if you guys are watching and listening and you got some ideas for Lisette, I know that from watching some of the people on here are phenomenal marketers that are watching. If you got some ideas for her, jump in and let her know. Number 5 is the customer focus headline. Right? I like this one and I like it. There's a variation to this that I'll share in a second. I don't want to confuse myself, but this is how this one works. 10 mistakes most, and you're going to insert the description of your client, the situation that they're in. So this works with 10 mistakes men make when approaching women and how to avoid them. Okay? 10 mistakes small businesses make when marketing themselves and how to avoid them. There's a variation that will say, are you making one of these 10 mistakes? Okay? That is very compelling, right? Knowing that there's 10 mistakes is compelling. Wondering if you're making one of those 10 mistakes is incredibly compelling. It's almost like you have to click this, you have to read this to see if you're making one of those mistakes. So you can always use that slight variation in with this formula. Number 6 is the approach focus headline. Why common sense approach doesn't work and what to do about it. Right? It's simple. Why diets don't work and what to do about it. That's simple. Very simple. Now, it might be why retirement accounts don't work and what to do about it. It could be why meditation doesn't work and what to do about it. I'm not, I'm just trying to make up some scenarios as how easy it is to just fill in these templates, just kind of fill in the blanks for these templates. Number 7 is the magic benefit headline. How to turn a problem into a benefit. Very simple. How to use your credit cards to make money, right? It almost sounds like an oxymoron when you listen to them. How to lose weight by eating more food, right? Again, it sounds like an oxymoron. It sounds like, how is that possible, right? You're turning the problem into a benefit of the problem, all right? Those are the 7 headline formulas that I got for you guys today. I had to run through them a little bit on the fast side because we did start a little bit late as having technical glitches on episode 67, which is what, like a year and 4 months later, I'm still having technical difficulties when I go to start my episodes. But I push through it and I make it happen, and I come to you guys every Monday hoping that you all are picking up some aha moments, learning a thing or two about how to better market yourself and take your business to the next level. And I'm always available in a private message or in Facebook comments to give you some input, give you some feedback, give you some direction. Always available, always happy to help. I love entrepreneurship, and I'm there for you guys with whatever you need. I usually go into a lot more detail on these things in my group, so you can always check out my Kick-Ass Marketing for Brick and Mortar Business Owners group, where we have a little more time to get into discussions and jump into things a little more detail than I can here, where I had to kind of blast through these 7 formulas.
WTF.
And I'll leave you with this episode, like I do every week, with the WTF Marketing Moment of the week. Today I have one, which was a picture sent in by a friend of mine to use for the show. And this is a local restaurant. I believe it's in Hialeah. And they are marketing shakes and salads. Not quite sure what the logic is. I mean, are you going for the market of people that are eating healthy and having salads, or are you going for the market of people that want the quick fix junk food shake? I'm not quite sure what the logic is of marketing shakes and salads together. So I thought that was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of a WTF marketing moment. So that's what I got for you guys today. I'm sorry that we've kind of blasted through this episode, but if you got comments, if you get some feedback, if you want some direction on your headline on one of these 7 formulas, drop me a comment. If you want to get a copy of the 7 formulas, because I went through them too fast, I want you to have to write them down. What can we do about that? Email? Why don't I just post them into... All right, well, so I'll take it. I'll put them on like a simple Word document, and we'll post a Word document into the post for this show so that you guys have access to the 7 formulas right there, and you can always refer back to them. All right, this is Rob Vico. I'm signing out. Johnny West, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to hit you up on Facebook Messenger. I'll see you guys next Monday for episode 68 of Rob Help My Marketing Sucks.